Oh, hi everyone. Welcome to another edition of Getting to Know You at St John's. Today we're going to get to know Steph Harland a bit better. Hi, Steph.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, everyone.
Steph, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and how long you've been coming to St John's for?
Sure. So I'm Steph. I'm 27 years old, turning 28 this year. I'm the first of two daughters born to Tim and Fiona. You guys probably know my mum. She's part of St John's too. My dad has Alzheimer's. He is in a home and he doesn't know me, he doesn't know any of us, which has been a bit hard the past couple of years. I work for a library services company in the Brisbane CBD. We prepare gossip magazines to be distributed to public libraries. And yes, I'm still working. I haven't been stood down or anything, and I still have to go into work, and I work part-time.
Okay. So you're kind of in isolation. Who are you in isolation with?
Sorry, I just realised I forgot to answer how long I've been at St John's.
Okay. Yep.
The end of September 2017, so nearly probably 2.5 years.
Okay.
And yes, I'm in self-isolation with my mum and our dog.
Okay. If you could only eat one food while you're in isolation, what would it be?
Well, I have all these dietary requirements, so if I didn't have any, probably like Easter eggs or like more dark chocolate.
Oh, yum. What are you most excited about doing after isolation?
Oh, well, my mum and I have actually been planning an overseas trip, which we don't know at this stage if it'll need to be cancelled or like postponed or not. We were planning to go to America in November. Yeah, it's a place I've been wanting to go for the last couple of years. But yeah, regardless of whether or not it's postponed, I'm still looking forward to going there. I haven't been there before. Mum has, but it was before I was born.
Okay. So, Steph, could you tell us a little bit about how you came to know Jesus?
Sure. So I grew up in a Christian family, grew up going to church and everything. And the Sunday school teachers, when I went to Sunday school, would always say, if you want to go to heaven, you have to ask Jesus to forgive you for your sins. And so I did that. Yeah, but I guess I kind of assumed, I was about 7 or 8 years old, so between then and, as I enter my teens, I was kind of like, well, if you ask Jesus to forgive you for your sins, then what's the point in going to church? Why do you need that? So yeah, those are the kinds of things that I had going on in my mind. But then when I was 16, someone I knew died. His name was James Hempenstall. He was a 15-year-old boy from our old church. He had a brain tumor for his whole life, pretty much. And despite that, he really wanted to raise the money, have a concert with like the Veronicas and the Wiggles and everything to raise money for other sick kids like him. Anyway, when he died, which was actually before the concert happened, that was when I actually started questioning the meaning of life and where is this place that James is gone now. And I started thinking things, if God made us, why has he put us here on this earth if we're supposed to end up in heaven in the end? So yeah, I started thinking things like that, and yeah, sort of thought, if God didn't exist, and when we die we cease to exist, that was very scary and very overwhelming. I did not want to believe that. I don't understand why anyone would want to believe that, because there's no hope in that. So yeah, one day I was reading through the Quran catalogue and I found this book, which, Rick Warren's The Purpose Driven Life. And yeah, it is the book that really answered those questions that I had, and like filled up the empty hole that I was feeling in my heart and stuff.
Wow. Yeah, thanks for sharing that with us, Steph. Have you got a particular verse of the Bible that's been helping you at this time, or a verse that is a favourite?
Yeah, so probably my main life verse, one of my favorite life verses, would be Jeremiah 29:11, where I know the plans that I have for you, says the Lord, and plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future.
Yeah, that's really good. It's got that hope word in it. That seems to be a big theme for you. That's great. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us today, Steph. That's really encouraging. If anyone has any questions for Steph, feel free to write them in the comments below. And yeah, we thank you again for joining us today. See you soon. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.